Hey, beautiful Gemini, how are you? This is Mary Ellen. Welcome back to Moonrise Cottage for your October Life Path reading. We are going to pick from the chakra cards. My guide started asking me a couple months ago. They want you to know what is the energy that's going to help you the most in terms of your chakra system to work on, to work with in the month of October. So I'll just going to ask them to pick the card. They want this one, Gemini. All right, thank you, Spirit. Ooh, that's gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that. Ocean energy. It's beautiful. Fifth chakra. Use your voice, Gemini. There's something going on this month. You're not speaking up enough, maybe. Or maybe there's something welling up, something very sacred welling up from your throat chakra. So make sure to use that. I just noticed as I was pulling the card away, there's a lightning bolt. Let me show you. Look at that. There's some inspiration that's going to come into you, and you're going to want to speak about it, I believe. Or it's causing you to speak. Some knowledge, perhaps, that is coming to you in the sacred part of your being when it comes to speaking your truth. So let's take something from the Oracle decks and we'll jump into the reading. Gemini, all the links for me are below. There's just two actually, one for the extended readings, which are all on Patreon. I invite you all to join us there. And one to book a reading, take you right to my booking site on my website. Spirit, what is it that Gemini needs to know from the totems? Okay, hang on. They told me, here it is. I know what it is. I saw it, but I went right past it too fast. Here it is. Dolphin. It's about being in the joy place, as I and some of my friends call it, leaping out. Nicely in line with the idea of speaking up. Leap out into the sunshine. Delve into the waters of love. Get your sustenance. Leap back out into the light. There's something about that you know on a very sacred level, I believe, coming through the month of October. These are the energies that you're going to be working with. So we're going to pick something. One oracle card from the Mystical Shaman Oracle. Okay. There are two that are trying to pop out. Thank you, Spirit. Here's the first one. Look at that. Beautiful. And you know what? The weather here today looks very much like that. So the upper world. It's about being carried into the upper world. The upper regions of the world that you already inhabit, the air element, in order to bring forward water. Water energy is electroconductive. It is the way in which the love element in this plane of existence comes forward. While you're up there in the air, in your element, you're going way out. Gemini, you always do. Since I started my channel, your readings have been like this. Straight up. No joking. There you are, heart of sky. That is all about the love element. And what it is to be one with Spirit. You see the moon there? There's something about the new moon that's coming forward in the month of October. I would urge you to go look at the astrology, okay? So we're going to get into this a little deeper in the extended reading on Patreon. Do me a service. Click the like button for me. And we're going to carry on to Patreon. And then I will get the love readings out. So that's the first card that's going to be on the love readings. You're trying to make your garden grow. There's something going on, and you're in the fields about it. You're in your heart, you're in your throat chakra, you're in your head a little bit, Gemini, which that's your norm, right? Not faulting you. I'm just saying. All right, Spirit, please give us something for beautiful Gemini. There it is. Thank you, Spirit. More water. The Chariot. So this is the theme of the reading. If you're new, this is how my guides do it. I'm just the chirp. The guides pick the cards. So there is something in the celestial realm that you are joining forces with. something that you might come into a knowing about, and it's going to have you leaping for joy, and you're going to be moving forward in your life. You're going to have the power to do it. You know, it's about the activation that you receive, like codes and DNA codes and all that. It's not about the horses. The horses are a representation. And there's the Great Mother. Do you see that there are, I think those are acorns, that are, my guides are saying, they're hatching. So there's some process going on. And this is you under the light of that. Look at you. Gorgeous. The quest of art is the Ten of Cups. So Gemini, I think you are involved in this notion of being on a sacred quest. You see the garment is blue. That is everything to do with transformation. And you're wearing a little red hat. You got a flush on your cheeks. There's passion. And you are seeing something emerge. And it's a very joyful occasion. Oops. Didn't get it over far enough. So take those differences, my guides are saying, and understand that this is your energy in the month of October. There's some quest that you've been on for 10 of Cups type of love or happiness in some way in your life. And because you're a Gemini, it comes in a very complex pattern that is woven together, both here upon this plane of existence and out in the universe. That's what the oracle cards are talking about. So Gemini, some of you apparently, look at that, King of Battle, King of Swords. Very interesting. I have a lovely friend that I've had a discussion with about the King of Swords. So another indication of the moon cycle, please check the astrology, okay? This is about getting your groove back. This is about a moment of genius, a moment of clarity, because you're going to be deep into the regions of the upper world, out in the universe, and you're going to receive some messages. You're going to want to speak about them. I think you might be channeling. Some of you are, definitely, absolutely, as you come through the month. So in the typical deck, if you look at the King of Swords, the King of Swords sits on his throne, but he's high above the earthly realm. Most of his being, his feet are touching the ground. Every other part of him is up in the sky. So I love this representation of your passage, your journey in the month of October. Look, another sword. That's a strength card. This is about a female warrior whose name was Boudica. She was a real person. She lived back in the days when the Druids and the Celts were the dominating culture in the British Isles. And she was a high priestess. She had to fight a battle with the Romans. So there's something going on. You are basically being advised to rely on your strength. And what she did, she won several battles against the Roman army. She followed the energy path of the battlefield itself. So she would bring a hare to the battle. And once the armies were amassed, she opened the basket and let the hare run across the battlefield. That helped her understand where the energy was, positive and negative, so that she could be efficient as a warrior and use her strength, which was her intuition and her ability to use divination. So there's something like that going on for you in the month of October. I like it. While you're on this quest, you're being told, use your wits. Use what's coming through to you intuitively, and understand that when you do that, it brings to you a massive amount of abundance, and you will become successful at this quest. Whatever the quest is, it's some kind of a challenge in your life very clearly, and you are, because you're a Gemini, this is your energy. It's a perfect descriptor of your energy. So Gemini, here's the next card. The World, the spinner of growth. Change is coming. And we're going to use that as our fulcrum point. We're going to jump over to Patreon finish this reading. I'm very eager to see what's going to come out here, and we'll pick from the runes for you, and I'll look forward to seeing you over there. Click the like button for me, please, as a service. It does really matter. YouTube changes all the time. This year, they're using the like button as their judgment call about whose videos to push to the top of the algorithm. Kind of frustrating, but that's the reality. All right, gang, thanks so much. I'll see you over on Patreon.